Hi, it's about time I made a video. Dude, drink some fucking water.
Alrighty, I have something really important, super exciting. It's the NIKITA Dragun X Morphe palette, and I am beyond excited for it. And for once, it has the names printed on it. So this came out a day ago my time, but with the speed I edit things, in probably a week before. But it has a really nice shade range. There's a lot of vibrant colors. I originally didn't want to but I'm like, let's just see. This palette currently retails for $30, and then sis has a lot of coupons, so. But let's get to swatching. So the first shade is Nicholas, which is like a beige, and then there's Augmented, Shapeshifter, Prima Donna, which is a nice brown, Seduction, which kind of blends with my skin tone, Temptation, and then Nasty, which is like a matte black. And then we have Fatale, Artificial, Pussycat, Nicole, which is a beautiful red that I barely had to touch, Escort, which is a nice gold, 703, which is a shade that I'm absolutely in love with, and then Papi Chulo. Then we have Nick, which is a white silver, Cyborg, which is like a metallic silver, like chunky and all that good stuff, Baby Boy, which is like a bright blue that's not really swatching that well without a base, and then we have a Metamorphosis, which is that marbled shade. It kind of feels like a cream shadow. It's really soft. And then we have Katana, which is like a duochrome glitter almost. It's like a super shock. It kind of has like green reflex. I don't know if you can tell in the lighting. Let me see. Ooh, I think you can kind of tell on that one. And then we have Azula, because you know, this bitch crazy. And that's kind of like a duochrome blue and purple, and I'm kind of living for it. And then Game Over, which is like black with purple reflex. Then we have MTF, which I think is my trans friend? I'm not too sure. Estrogen, which is a bright pink with blue reflex. I love that shade. Sakura, which is a pink, like a sakura flower. Nikita, which is a bright pink, which you would expect no less other than a bright green. ABG, which I don't know what that is, but it's a purple. It's kind of did not pick up well. Mama Dragon, which is a deeper purple, kind of like her Dragon Glass kind of launch. And then Mystique, which is a shimmery purple. That Mama Dragon shade and that Nikita shade are mildly staining, but you know what? We're gonna wing with it. And then we have Full Fantasy, which has like, actually in person it's kind of like a black base with purple glitter. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. Oh, there you go. And then we have Army, which is a nice dark army green. And then the shade I'm super excited for, Shigo, which didn't swatch well, but it's very neon in the palette. Then we have Rensengan, which is kind of a teal. We have Peacock, which I have a feeling is going to be a little duochrome. It's a nice dark green shimmer. Then we've got Wen, which has like gold reflex and purple in there. And then we have the pressed glitter, which is Matrix, which picks up super easily and swatches super nicely. And I don't know if I want to use it today, because obviously I have to use Metamorphosis because it is like the staple of the palette. But I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of estrogen in the inner corner. I kind of wanted to do like a green look. Like sadly there's not as many greens as I thought there would be, because I mean, Nikita, you think bright pink, bright green, you know? And I think she kind of went more with the bright pink and then the duochrome colors. So I might do like a purple look. I definitely want to use Metamorphosis. That's like, without a doubt. I don't know. Let's ad-lib. We're gonna just go into it and we're gonna see what happens. So I already carved out my brows. I add a little bit of white base. I grabbed some elf tape because I wanted to like kind of do like a sharp look, but I don't know if that's gonna work out. You know, at worst case, I'll clean it up afterwards. But I think I'm gonna go into the shade ABG first and then go into Mama Dragon. So I'm gonna dip into a little bit of Shapeshifter mixed with Seduction to create a transition shade and just kind of pat that on. Oh, wow, that's very, 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 very pigmented. The shades are picking up real nicely. Actually, I could have just gone in with Seduction. The shades blend really great. I've never tried any of like Nikita's herself products. Like I've never tried any of the Dragon Beauty or anything like that. Let me just move here so that light isn't shining. But I have tried almost all of the Morphe palettes. And as anyone who watches knows, I am an avid fan. And I'm just going in with ABG, and that's going on really nice. And I'm gonna try and like blend that up into that transition shade. So I decided I definitely want to wing it out because it's not a Nikita look without winging it out. I definitely want to put on some like spikier lashes, you know, just to like make it intense. And I'm gonna go in with Mama Dragon, and I'm just patting it on and then blending up. It's actually going on really, really nice. Okay, so I have that blended on, and I kind of want to make it a little bit darker because I am wearing a black outfit, you know? You can't have like pink eyeshadow, bright pink, and then no like black outfit. So I think I want to go in with a little bit of Nasty, just a little tiny bit, and then mix it in with the Mama Dragon to like deepen the crease. So this black picks up really well, and it's extremely pigmented. Like you only need a little tiny bit, and I really love that they added a black to this palette because I always feel that every eyeshadow palette should have a black regardless. Like even the Icy Fantasy palette, it could use a black because you can use that so many different ways. It does have a dark gray, which I can see why you can combine that in with the pastel shades, but it's like, I love a good black, and this black is amazing. Maybe a little too amazing. Maybe I should stop going into it before I end up with skeleton eyes. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop dipping into it. I'm gonna clean this brush off, and then I'm gonna go back into that Mama Dragon and blend it up. I love how easily these shades blend together. I know it's a little patchy right here because there's not as much black, but I'm gonna fix that. And they blend really nicely together. Like all of these shades work together. But like you see, now that I've added the black, it kind of washed out the pink. So I'm gonna go in, not pink, the lighter purple. I think that's building up enough darkness in there. So I think I'm gonna cut the crease, and then we're gonna go into Metamorphosis and then Estrogen, and actually maybe even a little bit of Full Fantasy, which is that darker version right here. I will say that Full Fantasy and Metamorphosis feel kind of like, not kind of like, exactly like a Super Shock, especially Metamorphosis. They're very, very creamy. So I just quickly cut my crease off camera with the NYX Glitter Eye Base because I've got 3 of those bad boys and I gotta use them up before that open jar runs out. I'm going in with a small concealer brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna pick up a mixture of both the purple and the green because it's very hard to get just the green, and none of them are the same, like palette to palette, kind of like the shades Slippery in the Huda Naughty palette. Also, can we talk about that palette? Because guys don't get it, because that shade Slippery be playing games. Because one of my friends, when she got the palette, it was full of the little beads for Slippery. And another friend had none, like almost 0. Like what's going on with that, Huda? Normally you're very consistent. Like what happened? And so I don't know if you guys know, but like color theory and all that, when you mix purple and teal or purple and green, you get neutral tint, which is kind of like a Jane's gray, which is like a purplier Payne's gray. I know, it's so stupid, convoluted. But this is kind of turning out into like that neutral purpley gray. And it's not as shimmery as it would be like swatching on my hand. Like from afar it looks nice. I'm gonna try and like dig into it to see if I can like get a more impactful color. And it's really not doing it. I know like just swatching this over like a regular eye base, it would probably look great. Probably just for like an everyday you gotta swatch some color on. It's kind of not working right now for this look, but we can work on that. I think I'm gonna go in to a little bit of Katana, you know, just mix all the colors together. Oh yeah, that's giving me the energy I need. And so it's got the glitters and like the reflex right there. I don't know if I'm in frame because I cannot see the viewfinder, but then I'm gonna go in with Estrogen and put that on. Like if I could just get this as a single shade. Oh my god. Wait, doesn't it look exactly like the shimmer on my nails? Wait, let me cut the ring light down. It looks exactly like the shimmer on my nails. Also, purple eyeshadow, purple nails, it's gonna be perfect. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. And so I think, is that what I want to go with? Is this, because I gotta have like a principal look for the palette. And I don't know if this is a thumbnail worthy eye look. Let me know in the comments. I'll keep it in mind. And then I don't know if I want to do the same situation on the other eye, unless I want to go in with Baby Boy and Ren Sengan to like make another cut crease, but there's no like, there's no blue shimmer in here. There's no blue shimmer to bring the party together. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the glitter eye base, and I'm gonna put some of that Matrix glitter, yeah, Matrix, on right where that ends. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I used to do this thing in high school where when I didn't know what to do to spice up my makeup, I would just put glitter right there or right there, and then it would just do the job. And is this doing the job? I don't know. I feel like this would look better over black. You know what? I'm gonna just add a little bit extra black. You know, we're just ad-libbing because normally I don't use just one palette. Normally I'm using 5, 6, 7, you know? I just feel like the glitters and shimmers are not intense enough. I feel like the color isn't giving me like Nikita. But it's like I'm also still in love with it. I feel like maybe if I didn't have this already perception of like what I thought her palette would be, maybe I'd like it better. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I just don't think it's screaming Nikita. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the other eye, take the thumbnail photo, see how it goes. Okay, Morphe, hear me out. This shade, Estrogen, by itself, on its own, single shadow, or even a highlighter, that we need it. We need it. I want it. I love it. I'd buy it. 8 of them. But it kind of fell apart in the palette. Like, I don't know what was going on there. Like, it kind of crumbled too much. Same with that shade and this one, because it really reminds me of that purple shade, the pinkier one in the Morphe X James Charles palette. It's like the same texture and it kind of the same shade once you swatch it on. But I mean, whatever. But I actually am really vibing with the look. Let me add the glitter on and then like let's get into liner and our final thoughts. So I added on a little bit of concealer, added the extra glitter. I am very much so in love with this look. I'm also very much so in love with the shade Estrogen. Like I need more of it. But I packed on a little concealer, just a little bit. But since Mother Nikita always has such a bright under eye and such a carved out cheek, I gotta go all out, sadly. Even though I don't want to put on foundation. And I'm gonna have to put a mask on if I leave the house. But let's go all out. And then I am just smoking out the lower lash line with a little bit of Mystique. Because, you know, I gotta break all the blending rules. And then a little bit of ARB. And then I'm just taking a small brush and bringing that NYX shade to the front part of my lower lash line. More purple, I've decided. More purple. So, of course, I had to throw on some spiky liner for the Mother Dragon. And I gotta say, I am actually in love. I don't think I'm gonna return this palette. In fact, I might buy another one for one of my friends. But I actually want to go into highlight, and I really want to use 703. And is it just me, or do you feel like 703 is already a single shade? Because, like, I mean, I love it. I love it regardless. It picks up really nice, but I want to use it as a highlight because when you use eyeshadow for a highlight, it comes out a lot stronger. Oh, gosh. Oh, I love that. It's a nice, like, peachy gold. Okay, it's overly blinding. Let me move the light this way. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I am beyond in love. Can we get this as a highlight? Can we get this like 14-gram pan highlight, please? It's just such a pretty shade. Same with Nick. Like, can we get that? Like, a huge pan highlight? Like, can you make it the size of your bronzers? Because your bronzers are huge. Like, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love, I love, I love. Sorry, Bill. This eyeshadow's taking it. Alright, overall, I gotta say, I actually really like this palette. I didn't try all the shades, of course, but so far from the shades I tried, I actually do like it. Even if I'm just creating this look with the palette, I kind of like it. Also, I was trying to be Nikita-y, and I put on this little, like, dragon print dress. It's very little. And it's like, when you think of Nikita, you either think, oh, a little dress or nothing. So I just was like, oh, let's go with dress. And then, of course, sis Nikita always has on an ombre lip. So let's get into some lip liner. We're just gonna go with it and just wing it. Just kind of rock with it, roll with it, you know? And I do not like wearing lip liner at all. I've never once enjoyed wearing lip liner. So let's get on a peach lip gloss. You know what? I'm not gonna get a peach lip gloss, but I am gonna go in with Tough Cookie from e.l.f. and I want to see how pigmented it is. If it doesn't work out, I'll just take it off. I have a feeling it's gonna be very pigmented. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, it smells like cookie dough. Of course, what did I expect? It's called Tough Cookie. Okay, it's a little too pigmented. It's gonna... Well, a little does go a long way, but overall, guys, I am in love with this palette. I'm so glad that Nikita's doing collabs of their brands, because, like, I need the Nikita energy. I just can't handle the Nikita price point. I'm sorry, sis. I love you. You're amazing. You're bougie as hell, but you're bougie as hell. I love it. And then this palette, I actually kind of love it. You know what? For, like, festivals, this would have been perfect. But sadly, we're in 2020. No festivals for any of us this year. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's a little bit weird and wonky. I kind of forgot how to talk to people. And also, like, awkward energy is kind of my energy. Oh no. Oh no. Didn't blend the corners. Nikita would be ashamed of me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye! It was terrible. Absolutely horrendous. I can't believe it was... Ugh.